Part 3 of the 5th anniversary is almost here, and we all know that we're most likely gonna get a new Ultra unit for this upcoming part. But what Ultra unit can we actually see? And will there be more than just one Ultra? Well, that's what we're gonna be discussing today. So let's go. Before we hop into discussing what kind of Ultra unit we can eventually see for Part 3 of the 5th anniversary, we did get a hint from the Dragon Ball Legends Twitter account for presumably the upcoming units. Now, they have dropped a hint for Part 1 and Part 2. I think Part 1 was for Jiren, and then Part 2 was it for Cell Max, or was it for Gohan? Sorry, I think it was like the glasses or something. So it was for Gohan. So this is looking like it's going to be our hint for the Part 3. But something that's pretty interesting is a lot of people, myself included, were expecting Part 3 to start on around July 12th, because that's when it happened during the 4th anniversary. That's when Ultra Super Vegito dropped. So them dropping a hint this early is kind of out of the ordinary, because they would usually drop it around like a day or two before the actual announcement of the reveals and stuff, and whatever the case may be. So I still think it's going to drop in around the week of July 12th, so like in 2 weeks. But it could very well mean that it starts this week. I don't think it will, but it's a possibility, right? But if we take a look at this tweet, this hint here, it's like clouds and a ray of light onto like a very reddish terrain here, and if you actually zoom into the middle, you see two circles. Now, the main, I guess, explanations for this hint, or the possibility or whatever, is Zamasu. Now, we all know that when Zamasu first appeared in the future, he was coming down in a ray of light. It's a very godly, divine picture here, so it very easily symbolizes Goku Black Zamasu. This hint, compared to the other two hints that we got, is very vague, because the other two hints were almost obvious that it was going to be whatever the unit was going to be, right? But this is a bit more ambiguous. You can't really confirm what it is. A lot of people saying these two circles in the middle represents two of the time rings, and so two time rings, you put them together, you get not corrupted, but fusion Zamasu, potentially corrupted Zamasu. But if they were to go with Ultra Zamasu, it would most likely be the fusion version of the Zamasu, and they can do some interesting stuff, making him transforming into corrupted or whatever the case may be. But another possibility this could be is potentially the Zenkai for corrupted merged Zamasu, because he does need a Zenkai, so that would make a lot of sense. And they could drop another LF Zenkai for its anniversary, and that would be really, really cool. But I think they don't really make hints like this for just a Zenkai, right? It's usually, for the most part, I think for all the hints, it's always been towards a new unit. So I don't think they're going to make a hint like this for just a regular Zenkai, right? It really is going to lead towards the next unit. And another option could be just straight up just a regular Mega Rising banner. Now, this is a very unlikely situation, because I don't think they're just going to drop a random Mega Rising banner in the middle of the anniversary. They would probably save it for after Part 3 is done, similarly to what they did back during the 4th anniversary, where they dropped Ultra Super Vegito, and then like a couple weeks or 3 weeks after, they dropped like the Mega Rising with Buhan and Tien, which was linked to Part 3, which was the Buu Saga, right? So this could be like a Mega Rising hint, but I really don't think they would hint something like this that's going to drop potentially in 3 weeks. So I want to say this hint is for whatever's coming this week at Reset, like on Wednesday or whatever, but because they don't drop hints this early for whatever the new unit, right? So we'll just have to wait and see what they're gonna be, what they're gonna do. But if it's coming this week, it's even earlier. It's even more exciting. But I do still think it's gonna drop around the week of July 12th. So we got the hint out of the way. Now let's actually discuss what the real Ultra is going to be. Well, of course, we already know. We've been saying this for the past 6 months. We've been saying this ever since Ultra Gogeta Blue has been announced, and it is going to be his counterpart, Ultra Vegito Blue. This has literally been what every single person has been yelling, has been commenting, has been tweeting about ever since Gogeta Blue has been released. Save for Part 3 of the anniversary, it's going to be Ultra Vegito Blue, it's going to be UVB, 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 UVB. And we are slowly approaching the Part 3 where UVB, Ultra Vegito Blue, is finally going to be released. Now, I don't think it's a very low chance. I think it's basically confirmed at this point, especially with this hint, right? It's basically going to be Future Saga, and it's going to be Ultra Vegito Blue. Now, I wanted to bring up the idea of a potential double Ultra for Part 3, and the only reason I want to bring this up is because The 5th anniversary is not like the other anniversaries. We've already seen this with part 1 and part 2. It's not related to the other anniversaries at all. And 2023 as a year in terms of unit releases has not been like the other years as well. If we take a look at last year, part 1, part 2, and part 3, single banners, 1 LF, and 1 sparking, and then part 2 was an ultra unit, right? And then during that year, before the anniversary, we only got 2 ultras, Super Gogeta and Kaioken. Now if we take a look at 2023, we got Hit, we got Goku Black, we got Kid Buu, we had Gogeta Blue. You can't really include him because he was Legends Festival, but we had 3 ultras. And then now we have part 1 and part 2 of the anniversary. First part, one single banner with 4 new units and 1 LF. Part 2, 2 LF units and 2 sparking units. Right off the bat, we are seeing a lot more premium units. So it's only fair to assume that there is a chance that we could potentially see a double ultra step up banner, or just a double ultra banner format. What I would rather see is just a single ultra, because I don't want to be summoning for 2 ultras. That is definitely not what I want. But just a single ultra, and the ultra rising banner be somewhat different. Potentially having a new LF in there too. You can add in the LF merge Zamasu in there, because we don't have a regular LF merge Zamasu. We have a corrupted Zamasu, but not a merge Zamasu. Add him as a regular, as a new LF on the banner, and throw in UVB there. And you know how valuable that banner would be? That would be a crazy banner. Because one of the biggest complaints people have with ultra banners and just ultra units in general is that the banner is terrible. There's no pity system. There's nothing. There's only, and the units just suck other than the ultra unit, right? There's a lot of negativity around ultra banners because it's really not worth summoning if you're free to play, right? Other than for the main unit. So if they were to actually make a change to make the banner itself very good and make it more valuable, then that would be insane. Like, the 5th anniversary has already been taking non-stop dubs, and if they were to do that with this part 3, make it a completely revamped banner and have some actual value in the banner, then that would be, this celebration just would be the best ever, man. It's already the greatest celebration in Legends history. Like, that is not up for debate. A lot of people want to say Legends Festival 2021. No, this is the best celebration, and if they just keep the ball rolling, dude, this is gonna be insane. But Ultra Vegito Blue is basically gonna be coming out. But if it's not Ultra Vegito Blue, who else can we potentially see? Well, the next most likely outcome would obviously be another Fusion Warrior unit in the form of Gogeta 4, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, obviously, it's going to be a Fusion Warrior unit. I just want to point this out. We've gotten a Fusion unit every single anniversary. And to be even more specific, we've gotten a Vegito unit every single anniversary. Super Vegito, Vegito Blue, and then Ultra Super. We've always gotten a Vegito unit for anniversary, and then Gogeta for Legends Festival. Which is why I think a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would most likely be reserved for potentially a Legends, this upcoming Legends Festival, where they want to focus more on GT. That would make perfect sense. But you know, a lot of people have been bringing Ultra Gogeta 4 as a possibility, where I don't really see it happening. We could potentially see a Zenkai for G4 for the pre-existing LF Gogeta 4, but I don't think it's going to be this Gogeta 4. These are the options I'm just throwing out, just for the small chance that it's not UVB. It's already very tiny, right? But it's just some additional options that we can throw out here. I mean, it's been quite a while since we got G4. It's been 2 years since we got him, 33rd anniversary, and we haven't gotten another iteration of him since, right? It's been 2 years since we haven't gotten arguably the most iconic, or I guess the most hype part of the entire GT franchise, right? Or the entire GT series. So I would personally rather see it for Legends Festival, because I'm just starving for UVB right now. I just need him. I need him. But, you know, as a Fusion Warrior main, I would not mind as much if it was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But I just felt like throwing it out there because I know a lot of people want him to be the Part 3 Ultra unit. So moving on, this is probably going to be the only other unit that we can potentially see as the Ultra unit, and it's going to be Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now, this is also another very, I guess, high possibility that people have been trying to predict, and I can see it because Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is definitely a hype unit, easily one of the most iconic unit or character in Dragon Ball history. So I would not mind it. being the Ultra. Believe it or not, even with all these Zenkai FSK PTSDs, this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is easily one of my favorite characters in all of Dragon Ball. It's, I think, like a top 3 for me. So I personally would not mind seeing it. I would summon for him. I don't think I would 14 star him, but I would definitely try to get high stars on him. But it's just that we haven't gotten a single Fusion Warriors this anniversary. When I see people like realistically think FSK is gonna be coming, it just sounds like copium to me, because dude, we haven't gotten a single anniversary without getting a Fusion Warrior unit. Now, I know I said that this anniversary is not like the rest, right? You can't really compare it to the others just because of how crazy it's been. But come on. The goal for these developers when creating these anniversary is to make money. It's for them to print money. And guess what prints money? Fusion Warrior units. Now, that's not to say this Gohan would not print money, because it definitely will print money regardless of when it drops. But I think for an anniversary, a Fusion Warriors would just be a no-brainer. So I don't think it's going to be FSK. It would actually just be a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, not FSK. Or it could be both of them, right? Because you need the iconic transformation in the intro. But I seriously do think that it's 99.9% going to be Ultra Vegito Blue. I don't think it's anything else. Like I said, it could potentially be a double Ultra. And if it is a double Ultra, I do not want it to be Fusion Zamasu. I think a double Ultra with Vegito Blue and SS2 Gohan would be another crazy thing. I don't want it to be double Ultra. I just want to focus my CC on one banner, so that way I can maximize my chances to 14 star this unit. I don't want to summon on multiple banners. I know a lot of people like, having double banners and, oh my god, diversity in the meta, whoop, 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 and all this bullshit. But look what we just got. We got double LF banners for part 2. Do you see any LFs from this part 2 in the meta? No, we don't, right? So I'd rather just stick to one banner so I can non-stop summon on it, and then just go on from there. But definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think is gonna be coming for this upcoming part. Do you guys think it's gonna be a single Ultra banner? Do you guys think it's gonna be double Ultra? If it's double, what do you think it's gonna be? If it's single, what do you think it's gonna be? I'm pretty sure the comment section is gonna be flooded with Ultra Vegito Blues. But even if it is, let me know in the comments down below. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Actually, it's so important, so don't forget. Have a great day. See ya.